I never had that kind of intention to do something a social internship. It was a compulsory by the university. I have to do. So I did a blind school, and on the very first day, I felt something amazing. Like I never seen their perspective. I can say right, those were the most beautiful days of my life. I can say, and he was saying like, see, I also got this marks here and here. It is very common for a visually impaired person to hit with a hanging object. I told him like it is not a proud mark like sir आप गर्व से दिखा रहे हो कि मुझे यहाँ पर भी है यहाँ पर भी है, सबको लगता है. So I can make a something object product for you. And he said like lot of you guys come and go, no one makes. I took it as a challenge, and on every next second or third day I made the prototype as a torch. So like these AI glasses, when you said like this is useful for everyone, everywhere we are somewhere disabled or we are able.
So your company is built on 4 key A's, if I may call it. So awareness, availability, affordability, and accessibility. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to yet another episode. In fact, this is you can say, the first anniversary episode of Business Networking with Vipul Bondal. We started, if you all remember, on the 21st of February last year. And if we go by the number of weeks, we are actually on the 52nd week this week, and that makes us the first anniversary. So, welcome all of you on this anniversary episode. And I have a very special guest today, somebody whom I really admire for the kind of work he's done and at such a young age. So, I would like to invite and welcome Hunny Bhagchandani to this program. So, Hunny is the founder of TorchIT. It's a social enterprise dedicated to empowering persons with disabilities through innovative technology. And our topic today is how to bridge the gap using innovative technology. He has a passion for inclusivity and has a background in engineering. He realized the profound challenges that people with disabilities face. And with a strong desire to make a meaningful impact, he launched TorchIT to develop affordable and practical assistive devices that could improve mobility, independence, and confidence for individuals with disability. Under his leadership, TorchIT has created Sarthi, a groundbreaking assistive device that provides real-time navigation assistance to the visually impaired. Sarthi uses advanced sensors to detect obstacles and guide users safely, enabling them to navigate their surroundings with increased ease and confidence. Through this and such other products, Hunny has not only improved the quality of life for thousands of individuals, but also contributed to reshaping societal attitudes towards disability. Hunny's work at TorchIT extends beyond product creation. He collaborates with organizations, governments, and communities to advocate for a more inclusive society. His dedication and vision have made TorchIT a beacon of hope and innovation for people with disabilities, proving that technology can indeed be a powerful tool for social change. It's a privilege to have you with us today, Hunny, and welcome once again.
Thank you so much, Vipul. So, like, it's really an honor for me, and I feel special to become a guest on your anniversary episode. And
First
firstly,
anniversary.
yeah, many congratulations, sir. Like,
Thank you. So, what you're doing is really, really fascinating, Hani sir. And we'll cover that in great detail today. But before we proceed, can you just tell us a little bit about your background? We know you have a background in engineering, but it'll be good to hear from you how you have started your journey. And if you can just tell us your milestones till now. I know it's a long journey ahead, but till now, whatever you've done, if you can just tell us a bit, especially your education background.
yeah, sure. So, sir, like, as you mentioned, like, I'm an engineer, but for my personal background, like, I'm coming from a Sindhi business family where my
Right.
father used to have like, now we also have a shop. Like, from the fifth grade or sixth grade, I remember like after the fifth grade, the
Right.
summer vacation, my mom used to send me to my father's shop. Like, why you're
Okay.
sitting at home, like why you're playing in this summer, you will become ill. Go to the father's shop.
Right.
So, from the childhood, I used to go to father's shop during my vacation. Then the any holiday it come, like I go to my, and that made me to think like that made me to improve the communication skills, how to talk with your other team members, like other suppliers, the customers. So I believe that is one of the biggest skill I learned from my childhood,
Right.
and which is very much important, the communication, the clear
Okay.
communication which you do with anyone, like the respect, the like of uh, everything, trust with your team members and everything. So this is what I learned from my childhood, and then I was not that good in my education
Okay.
till 10th or 11th grade. But I got a good friend, and then I had an interest in education, and then that interest become like that strong, like I become a topper. Earlier I used to get around 60 to 70 percentage.
Okay.
I was majorly into the my father's shop or the sports or other extracurriculum. I was good in other extracurriculum. I was never a good in education.
In academics. Okay.
uh, Friend circle change, and I become a topper as well. So
Okay.
the simple point is hardworking, which I like. With my limited knowledge, with my limited experience, I can just say, like, if you're hardworking and passionate, then you can do. Then this hardworking get me a good engineering admission.
Okay.
And in my family background, no one is ever heard about IIT or NIT, so never do I. So I never
Okay.
had the intention to go to IITs or NITs.
Okay.
But after the engineering, like I'm getting an admission in NIT.
Okay.
But my father used like said, like, why you are going to other city when we have very good institutes in our own Ahmedabad.
Ahmedabad. Okay.
Then I have to do engineering from PDPU, Pandit Dindal Energy University. Again, a very good university that
Correct.
shaped my future, I can say.
Right.
So that was my engineering. Like I done industrial engineering from Pandit Dindal Energy University, and then couple of other fellowships from MIT Media Lab, which is in Boston, one of the
Right.
most prominent universities in engineering.
Correct.
And so, being a non-IIT, selecting selection in MIT was another happiness which I got.
Right.
And then couple of fellowships from Royal Academy of Engineering, then Harvard and Oklahoma University. Apart from that, I also done a executive education from IIM Ahmedabad. So
Correct.
this is my personal education kind of background which you have asked.
Awesome. Awesome, Honey. So there is something we have in common. So both of us have done our executive management from IIM Ahmedabad.
Lovely.
So you're a fellow alumni of IIM Ahmedabad,
Alma maters. Yeah, we are
alma mater,
both
the
are.
same alma mater. So, typically one would expect you to join your family business or, probably take up something in engineering. But, you moved out of that and you started a social enterprise. So can you just tell us that transition that you made? Was that a natural transition or was it something that happened quite unexpectedly for you?
I can say it's a mix of both.
Okay.
So, my father always believed that I will be coming to his business,
Right.
and also I have that intention only. And during the engineering, like once you're becoming like, right, like say example, a school was around the same vicinity of the Sindhi communities where everyone used to get. When
Right.
I went to my university, like people from across the India and across the globe, like came, and then horizons are becoming broader. Like then I thought, like, why should I go into the traditional my father's business? I want to do something new. And I was a head of entrepreneurship club in my university, and other robotics club and all those things. So I had something for the innovation mindset, but I never thought I will be doing something in disability. So this is all natural, like God has created a path. I can literally say, like, I'm just a follower. Like God has created the opportunities, and I just, like, even the God is kind enough to I could able to got those opportunities. If you go like if I go back in my story, like so I done a social internship in a blind
Okay.
school, and that was not intentionally. That was a compulsory from the university. And being a
Okay.
robotics engine, like robotics club head and engineering student, I never had that kind of intention to do something a social internship. So even I tried to not to do a social internship, but it was a compulsory by the university. Oh, I have to do. So I did not done in a blind school, and
Okay.
on the very first day I felt something amazing. Like it
Okay.
was I never seen their perspective, and why I didn't done in a blind school, because it's a very near to my home.
Okay.
So it is near to my home, so I can back easily, and I can go to my father's shop, or I can do something else. I can learn new something. This is what my intention it was.
Okay.
So it was near to my home, so that's why I done in blind school. And during that internship, I got an assignment to make admin work more accessible for visually impaired person. On a very first place, like a student like me who think like how a blind person can use a computer, or how can he get a job. So this is
Right.
what my intention was. So I was literally thinking like what I will be doing in next 40 days. But I can say, right, those were the most beautiful days of my life, I can say.
Okay.
Yeah, and I learned a lot. I become a good human with visually impaired friends. I made a lot of friends. And one fine day after 25, 30 days, I was doing my internship with another visually impaired person.
Mhm.
We are on the same task to make admin work more accessible for visually impaired.
For the weekend.
And
Okay.
so many corporates can hire more VI person, visually impaired person.
Correct.
So, but that friend got accident. He got 7 stitches on his forehead, and when I got to know that he got seven stitches on his forehead,
Mhm.
I talked to my mentor, who is again visually impaired, and he was saying like, see, I also got this marks here and here. It is very common for visually impaired person to hit with a hanging objects.
Hit an object which is hanging. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because white cane is detecting the ground level object,
Correct. Correct.
but
You're right.
hanging objects cannot be detected by a white cane. So we need a sighted assistant. So many times we cannot get a sighted friend or sighted person who assists us. So I told him like it is not a proud mark like sir आप इतना खुश गर्व से दिखा रहे हो कि मुझे यहाँ पर भी है, यहाँ पर भी है, सबको लगता है. This is not a proud marks.
Okay.
It is not an achievement.
True.
So uh, you are lucky that you got two to three. Many people are not that lucky. So like a person like Ganesh who got 7 stitches, like you just got a mark, he got 7 stitches. And if Ganesh was hit it hard, then he might has lost his life as well.
Correct. Correct.
So and we are living in a 21st century. And again, coming to the dots, I was a robotics uh, club head. So we have made obstacle avoider cards. So I can make a something object product for you. And he said like a lot of you guys come and go, no one makes. And I took it as a challenge, and on every next second or third day I made the prototype as a torch. I removed the light, I put it the ultrasonic sensor, uh, done the programming on Arduino. I came back and he was very happy. And he said, like, test it on the Ganesh. Okay, you made it for Ganesh and try on Ganesh how Ganesh is responding. So Ganesh was very happy. And Ganesh told to the that head of the organization. Then I made first time I was meeting the head of the organization. And he said, like, this is wonderful. Can you make it a 15, 20 more for other students? I said, yes, I can make it. And what was the
So
money?
when you say a torch, you mean an actual torch?
Yeah. So it was actual torch which we people are using, sighted people are using when it's a dark or light chali jati hai, when you are using na.
Okay. Okay.
So that torch I removed the light and put it the ultrasonic sensor. I have some photos I can share with you. I made this 15 20 products, and all 15 20 people gave their feedbacks, and very positive feedbacks, and constructive feedbacks, I can say.
So what does it give back? So once, let's say you have a sensor in it,
Yeah.
and let's say it's being used. So you have to obviously, like a torch, we use it, we keep it on, right? So till we reach where we want to reach, we keep it on. So this way, that same thing is kept on, and it gives you what, a sound or a vibration or something
Yeah.
when there's a hurdle.
Yeah, earlier it was sound and vibration both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
now what, I mean, I'm sure it's evolved over a period of
yeah,
time. So today,
yeah,
what does it do?
yeah. Again, today is vibration only.
Vibration. Okay. So the minute there's a vibration, the person understands that there is some obstacle here, and then is either slows down or checks what it is, and then moves accordingly, right? Is that the way it does?
Exactly, sir. 100%. You are absolutely
Super.
correct.
Okay, great.
So,
So,
so
and
it.
is that the reason why torch it?
Yeah, yeah. I'm coming to that.
Okay,
Yeah, you're absolutely on the right track.
okay. Go ahead.
So I think you have heard my previous uh, uh, top like talks or
Yeah, I've done a little bit of research, yes.
yeah, then yeah. So
But that the torch thing was not very clear. So yeah, so now it kind of rings a bell. I was always wondering why that name torch. Okay,
yeah,
but
so
it's
yeah,
clear. So you don't like the torch shows you direction in the darkness. This torch actually helps people who can't see to find their way. It's an amazing name in that sense also because that's what it does. Please go ahead, honey. Please tell us more about how you went about it. Yeah.
yeah. So again, coming to the back to my university, I never thought like I will take this forward after this my internship. I just made it, and as a good human being, like I learned a lot from that organization. So this is what I should give back. So this is what I learned from my family rituals, or you can say sanskar.
Sure.
So give back to the society. So this is what I learned from you guys. Like this is a small, very small gift from my side, whatever I can done. And I never thought like I can pursue my career into this.
Mhm.
Then one fine day after 1 or 2 months, like there's a email that is from the MIT India initiative. And
Okay.
as I was not fortunate to got to know about IIT, so I thought like MIT is my dream.
Am
So
I
okay, so MIT is my dream, and that email was in my mailbox. I registered a couple of times, like what you say, like newsletters and all. So then I applied, and in that application, there was a one paragraph which I wrote about this torch as a project. Okay, I made this torch and this help a visually impaired person. And apart from that, as I told you in beginning, I become a good what you say, a university topper in my university. So I made like I have written around three research papers in my second third year. So I wrote about those a big application because I want to get through that MIT fellowship.
right?
So and a very small paragraph I wrote about this torch, and then second round happened, and second round they talk about this torch. What was that?
Right.
And
Right.
then third personal interview round happened, and they were entire interview was around that torch. So I say like this is what I prepared, and I don't have much idea like how many visually impaired people are there. Like in the second round, they put some questionnaires, and I researched about some a little bit.
Right.
So I never thought like this is a big market and all those things. So I did done a little bit research, and when third interview was there, so and they selected me for the enabling toys as a track. So
As a
enabling
thing.
toys
Okay.
like enabling persons with disability. So
Right.
you and anyone whoever made the innovative products for persons with disability, those guys are selected. So people are from IITs or the very senior person, like having a 10, 15 years of experience. Then they started some company, and those, and I was as just a project, and I done a project, and I got selected, and I was one of the youngest and non IIT, uh, very much like what you say, like under qualified
Okay.
person who
That's
got.
what you think. Okay.
No, no, of course that was everyone is thinking कि ये बच्चा हमारे साथ है.
Okay.
So yeah, but it was a very good learning actually. That was one of the best period, like the happiness which gave me, and I wrote to MIT. I still remember I mailed to MIT that I want to do into the some uh, supply chain management or management kind of thing or engineering kind of thing. So this is what my passion is.
Right.
I'm the right fit for enabling toys. Like if the cohort is selected, na, so we had a virtual call
Right.
before we met in person in Boston. Then I thought like I am not a right fit into this group. I'm sorry
Mhm.
I'm taking this long, but
No, no, that's okay. Please go ahead.
so this is what as a third year. uh, person, a student can wrote to them MIT, then they said like, you got selected into this, we cannot change. If you don't want, you can discontinue. I said, okay, no, no, I want to continue because it's a MIT certificate.
MIT after all. Yeah.
Yeah. So then I completed this fellowship. Long story short, coming to the point, I came from MIT. My university guys were very happy. Like, entire board of members invited. Like, what you learned from MIT and how was your experience? What you want? Why don't you want to share with your other batchmates? So they
Right.
organized a big a talk about me, and I made this torch, and this is a huge market. This is how I learned about how to make a prototype to a product and all those things. Then after that talk, the chief financial officer, CFO of our university, called me to his cabin, and he said like, "Honey, what do you think about this torch as a business?" I say it's a huge opportunity, sir, because I learned about a lot of things. I was there for in this field for last 2 to 3 months. I was doing research and all. So I
So,
talk about this, and he said, "Very good. So, honey, can you give me a one pager?" I said, "Yeah, of course, sir. Like I made this one pager urgently, and I shared. And Ratko, in the evening, I getting a call from him like, "Honey, what is the project name?" I can say like so you can put it like Torch for Visually Impaired or Torch IT Information Technology. It's like, so this is how Torch it name come.
it's
So
gotten- okay, that's
and this is just a thing like after coming to MIT, I become a like what do you say like a super boy in the university. So within 1 week, I got a call from again our CFO sir, Abhinav Kapadia sir, and they just started the incubation center in our university, and they say like, honey, congratulations, you got 25 lakhs grant from government of Gujarat. I said like, and I was in a third year, as I told, right? And third year, I was thinking about the final year project, and I was thinking to raise 1.3 lakh rupees from a university to do my fourth year final year project, and government has approved 25 lakhs, and I
Mhm.
know my seniors are looking for 2 lakh rupees, 3 lakh rupees, they didn't approve, and being a third year, I got 25 lakh rupees from government of Gujarat. And I met with Abhinav sir, like he said like, we got the money and you start your work, whatever you need, we are there to support you. Then they said like, have you registered your company? Then I said no. Like then we registered because acceptance on the name of TorchIT. So we registered as a TorchIT. So this is how TorchIT Electronics Private Limited come into the picture.
Awesome, awesome. What
Yeah,
a inspiring story. I mean, how a small idea, with a lot of passion and you can take it to the next level. It's an amazingly inspiring story. I mean, I don't think you look at it that way, but it's really inspiring if you look at
I
how
can say
ideas these days are, getting born and then taken to the next level. I think you've done that, and I think you did it completely as a process without. I mean, you didn't kind of plan it. It just happened
agree.
as you
Yeah,
as
it
you said,
happened, and
it's something divine.
I'm as I told, like I was very blessed, and I feel I'm blessed. Like God is great for everyone. So I always believe like whatever happening, it's happening for some reason. And of course, that spirituality and that family culture, and my family always been very supportive. And now coming to the point, and if you have any questions, like sir, like
Yeah,
we are.
yeah, I have lots of questions, but I'll do one thing. I'll take one question from the group because there are a lot of questions coming there. So this question is from Lavanya Singh. Her question is, what innovations do you believe will have the most impact on accessibility in the next 5 years?
I can say the AI. We are working on AI. That's why I'm not saying for AI, because I truly believe AI has a potential to bridge this gap.
Okay.
So with the help of AI, person with speech impair, like the one of the most populated disability, like
Right.
so with not a proper speech impairment or cerebral palsy or many other disability,
Right.
it is a game changing for them. Or person with visual impairment, like as our product Jyoti AI, it can
Right.
to help them to see through the sound. So they can
Okay.
able to describe everything. They can able to read any document.
Amazing.
Or the same with person with a hearing impaired with the AI, they can able to understand the sign language, or they can communicate with any other. So we can understand the sign language, and they can understand our voice to text, and they can able to read, or they can able to voice to speech and speech to sign language, and they can able to see what I am. So it's a bridging the gap. So this is what the agenda of our. This is actually breaking the barriers.
Taking the marriage. So you actually are you having projects or products in that area in under TorchIT, AI driven products? You are.
Yeah, yeah. And
Can
many
you
other products
can you
like,
speak about any of them? I mean, at this stage,
yeah, of course, sir. Why not?
please tell us
So, and
about.
I'm happy to share a lot of Rotarians. And today only Rotary Mumbai has confirmed another big project, which is going to happen on 7th March. Like,
Oh, 7 months. Okay.
yeah, okay. Sorry. So our AI products are like, uh, if I talk about, we have a AI software for hearing impaired.
Okay.
That software is converting any sign language to text. So, say example, if I have a video with me and I just capture that video, and that video can do a real time sign language to text and text to voice.
Okay.
So, if there's a person called a hearing impaired in front of me, so he can able to convey the message, the convey the communication to me directly without a like a sign language interpreter.
Okay.
Right now they are dependent on the sign language, so
On the
any
phone
of
number.
disability is dependent. So
Got
this
it.
technology is making them independent, and that independence give a little confidence. And as
Okay.
I always say, like if they get a confidence, if they get a independence, they are empowered. Like they
Yeah.
have full potential. Say
Absolutely.
example, sir, like you and me are wearing the glasses. If I remove my glasses, I cannot read the uh, what is
Correct.
it, 3 meters away or 4 meters away.
Correct.
So these glasses are providing the these are our assistants, right? Otherwise, I am always asking
Right.
to my team member or my mom or my family what is written over there, and how I can travel independently. And as I mentioned, like I travel a lot. Okay, so like these assistive devices help a visually impaired person or person with disability to live a life with more independence and with more dignity. And everyone has a capability, everyone has the ability. So apart from looking at their disability, we should look their abilities, and they can perform the same task like you and me are doing at the same speed, and they compete. I can give you example of a visually impaired person, because like from the beginning we are working with visually impaired person. Now we started working with intellectual disability and the hearing disability. So in the visually impaired person, like with our AI Jyoti AI glasses, a visually
Mhm.
impaired person can read any document, and now we are bridging the gaps of inclusive education. So
Mhm.
a visually impaired person can sit with a regular classroom with a sighted peers, sighted students along with them.
Okay.
So they can able to read through digital books or any printed books, and they can able to hear on their Bluetooth or earphone, and whatever they want to copy, they can copy and make it notes and everything. So how this technology is bridging the gap? Like earlier, and you and me have seen a blind school. Now in the
Correct.
same school which your daughter or son is studying, like having a visual impaired students. So it's a possible because of the technology.
Because of the technology.
And I can
Okay.
give you some simpler example or two or three examples. Now a visual, like earlier we used to become a scribe for visually impaired people to
Correct.
write
Correct.
their
To
exam.
write their examination. Yes.
Yeah. So think about their perspective. What they will think, like I cannot able to write independently. How can I perform a task independently in my university or in my corporate?
Correct.
For example, your corporate, sir. Like, if I'm a blind person, are you able to hire me? You will think, why should I hire a blind person? I have to hire another person to assist him,
Correct.
right? This is what a general
Yeah, this is what
person.
most people will think. Correct. You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Even I was thinking,
Yeah.
even 2 to 3 years, my father was thinking how a visually impaired person is using a smartphone. Unless and until we hired our 40-50% of visually impaired people here. So we provided the best of the best computers and everything which we provide to other sighted person with just some advanced software. So coming to the point of Jyoti AI, so visually impaired person are doing giving exams without scribe. So this is the impact,
Very, very good. Yeah.
and many of visually impaired person are becoming a very good CXO kind of job in big organizations, head of communications, head of HR, head of strategies, who are becoming a visually impaired. And I can give you n number of examples. And because of this technology, because of this AI glasses, because of this, many other, not only just AI glasses, but many of other products, they can live
Amazing.
life with proper dignity. Okay. With the same example of hearing impaired, many hearing impaired people are hired in a gray collar. Whether I cannot say the name, or I can say the name of couple of companies like Cognizant or Infosys or even TVS. TVS
Okay.
is an Indian company. They hired more than 1,200 visually impaired, hearing impaired, and they are using our software to
Mhm.
train them and to communicate with them.
Okay.
So this is simpler task,
Amazing.
like
Amazing.
simple thing. A hearing impaired person hired, 1,200 hearing impaired person hired because of
Oh,
simple software.
it's superb. I mean, earlier
Single
one would have
company.
expected them to be in certain jobs, because
Exactly.
there were some limitations. But now you've helped them transcend those limitations, and now they can do what anybody else can do, and that's a real, accessibility of opportunity. Amazing. I mean, so
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about, your the glasses that you have and the board, so that you can complete that conversation.
Okay. Okay. I'm
What
sorry. I'm
happened
jumping
with the
a lot.
board and what happened with the glasses?
I
I mean,
have a
I
lot.
read it, but I'm just saying, I want you to.
Yeah, so these glasses actually help a visually impaired person to understand or visualize what is happening in front of them. So in front of them, there are a couple of chairs, like sofa. There's a TV. There's a couple of awards,
Yeah,
and how these awards are look like. What is written in these awards? So it will describe everything in my ears. On the same part, say example, I'm going to a shopping mall. I want to buy something for. Of course, they are again a human being. So we have to look them as a human being, not as
correct,
a person with disability.
correct,
So they have their life, they have their family, they have their own issues, they have their own achievements and everything. So we have to respect that. Okay, so they have a family, like a person with visually impaired is want to give to her wife a sari or something.
correct.
Okay, or for his mother. So how he can tell to other
How
guardian,
to, how to,
how
how
he
you
can
can
give a
purchase it.
independently a gift to a mother. So
Correct,
he can go to a shopping mall independently, locate where the girls section or female section is, where
correct.
the sari located or where the kurtas are located or something, and he can identify the colors of pattern of the sari and everything, and he
What?
can able to read the barcode, or he can able to read the price is written whether it is in his budget or not. Of course, we
Correct.
all look at the price
So
point, right?
exactly what any other person would do, uh, a person with a visual
The
challenge
same
can
example.
actually
Yeah,
understand and take a decision without
exactly.
having to depend on anybody else. Awesome. I mean,
Yeah, the same example. Like you go to this restaurant,
correct.
you get a menu, and you know what you want to know. Like you don't want to read this to your friend, or why you say like, okay, you read it out for me. You just scan this and hear what is written over there.
Amazing. So, I mean, like say if it would happen to me if I go to a state where I can't read what is written in the local
Exactly,
language,
exactly. This
I
is
have
what.
to depend on someone else.
So
So,
last
it's the
week I was
same
in
thing.
last week well, last week I was in Sri Lanka. So I use my Jyoti application. So even next month I'm going to Germany. I will going to use this because like China, Germany, Taiwan, these countries has everything in their local language.
The local language. Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
even this is respect. Of course, we have to respect the culture and everything.
correct. No, I agree with you. I mean, sometimes it's difficult to know
So
how
it
to
can
place
translate for
order.
you.
I remember when I went to China, it was very difficult for me to understand what is written on the menu. So, we had to actually describe what you want to eat. Of course, things have changed
And
frequently.
it is a very difficult for me kind of situation. Like in India, we can find a green symbol which is vegetarian.
Yeah. So
When
those
you
days,
go out, so there is
those,
no green or red sign. So then, okay, there's another point in Jyoti AI. So you can talk to Jyoti and you can ask, okay, what is a and Jyoti AI again? What I can just say, it's not limited to describe scene, describe colors, currencies,
correct,
or patterns or expressions, but it can also or read any document. It can also guide you. So you tell like what is a vegetarian option in this. So it can give you because you are unfamiliar like with what is written and what are the different ingredients they have put it, or those ingredient has a non-veg or not. So you can
correct.
ask, and if you want a low calorie food or high calorie food, or if you are, so it can also
All
suggest.
of those.
So it's a personal assistance with you. So a lot of things you can do, and we are promoting this Jyoti AI as a game-changing tool for visual impaired in the education.
And as you said, I mean, it's of course it's the primary user would be people who are visually challenged, but I mean, it can be actually used by people like you and me when we go to a place where we can't read what is written there, or if I've let's say forgotten my chashma someday and I want to read something, it just helps me to read. So it's you're right. I mean, it's an assistance tool which can help anybody. There's a question which has come in from Sahil Tiwari. So I'll ask you that question. Maybe you can
Before we go to
elaborate on it.
question, I have this idea. I have this thing to share.
Okay, go ahead.
See, today we are not thinking like we don't need wheelchair, or
Correct.
we don't need like earlier people don't used to do have a video call, right? You know why video call are invented? For hearing impaired person to communicate with sign language. And today we are on the video call.
We are on the video call. So yeah.
You
So
know why the ramps are created? For the wheelchair users. And today we also, when we have an injury in our leg,
we
or
use the absolutely
ramp. So this is what assistive technology is designed for persons with disability, but it is making use to everyone, not is only for the PWD. So like this AI glasses, when you said like, this is useful for everyone. So everywhere we are somewhere disabled or we are able. So
correct.
so we are also having some disability, right?
Some disability. Yeah.
Or impairments, I can say impairments.
Correct.
Disability is wrong word, impairments, I can say.
Understood. The spirit is in. So,
Yeah.
here there's a question from Sahil. His question is, how does TorchIT engage with communities to ensure that product we meets real world needs? So do you regularly engage with PWDs to be able to understand what they need? Do you involve them in the creation of your products? Because that is critical. I mean, thinking about something is one thing, but
Super
practical
critical.
application of that is something else. So do you
Super
do that?
Definitely, sir, definitely. So let me give you this example. Unless and until you fill the pen, you cannot make the medicine. Simple as it is.
Correct.
So you have to go into their shoes.
Correct.
You understand what is the survival they are needing, what is the solution they are needing. Because I am a sighted person, and none of in my relatives. I had very like while working on a visual impaired, my mother used to tell me there is a one family member in who become blind in later age and she died.
Right.
After I working for visual impaired, then I got to know this. So I don't have anyone near in my family who is visually
Yeah.
impaired, but I made a torch. Coming to my college journey or my early journey of TorchIT before the launch. So that torch now become a Sarthi product, and after how many iterations that become a prototype to product? Almost 16. I failed 15 times.
15 times. Okay.
I
And the
failed.
16th attempt you got it right.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So
So after 12th, actually, I started working and thinking like this. So I was becoming a frustrated, like, may I'm doing a lot of things for you, visual impaired person. Like, I become frustrated and I become angry as well on them. I am making efforts and you don't realize, and you say, like, it is also, you include this. जो भी है एक बार में बता दो. I was that frustrated. Like,
uh,
okay. So why I was frustrated? Because being a university topper, I was not doing anything. I was just prototyping, making prototyping again and again. And my other friends were into some good job or some good IIMs and all those things.
correct.
And I was still doing this R&D, which I was doing from third year. And that frustration came, and then I got a good mentors as well. As I said, God is great. So he said, like, honey, why you are becoming angry? Like, why you are you got a lot of awards. Like, before the product launch on the concept, I got a lot of awards and all those things. You got so much recognition, and go to zero, have a 2 days with blindfolded, leave a 2 days with a blindfolded, and
Then
then
you'll
you
understand what it
with your product or with your prototype, whatever prototype you have made. Then I realized how many improvements I need in my prototype.
is.
And then after 2 3 prototypes, then we launched a 15th. We launched a 15th iteration. We launched, and that also got some bugs. And then we launched again on 16th. So
Wow.
so this is what a complete product, which is most accurate, most affordable, most powerful, most universally designed, ergonomic, whatever you name it, we have it. And it was a case study for 2 years in NID, National Institute of Design. So it was a case study. Okay, coming to the point, like as you mentioned, like sorry, it's my personal, and I become a lot of emotional and all those things. So if you have time restriction, please stop me, and I will come to the point.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Coming to your question, sir, like of course we involve persons with disability in every step, like whether from the feedback to prototype testing to final product, even the quality control. Even the final products are being quality controlled by visually impaired person. Even the marketing is done by visually impaired. How do we do marketing? How, what words we use, should we use? Uh,
Correct.
Even the training is also done by visually impaired person. So we have very good trainers across India. Like we have 120 trainers. Of course, three trainers are in Mumbai, Thane, and 120 trainers across India. So yeah, sir. Like as you mentioned, we are in including because and we mentioned like it is also mentioned in our website that for the persons with disability, by the persons with disability, and to the persons with disability. So in every step, everywhere we involve.
So, your products so far, I mean, the products which you mentioned to me are largely for people with a visual impairment. And you said one or two products are there which are for the ones with a hearing impairment,
Yeah.
right? Are there, I mean, are you looking at other areas? Because, I mean, you need to then, of course, look at how technology products would help people with other kinds of disabilities. So, are there any of those on in the horizon
Yeah, definitely, sir. Yeah, we are working. Okay. So we started with visual impairment. Now we work for all disabilities.
already?
We came into the Shark Tank, and a lot of people have inquired, like, do you have commode wheelchair? Do you have hearing aid? Do you have games for my intellectual, like child,
Yeah,
autistic child? Then we realize it's a huge market out there.
yeah,
So people don't know where to go.
yeah.
Then we started building a repository or a document where we can include all the products and we publish on the website. And then we made it to a e-commerce website. And today we are one of the largest and the most like what you can say, like we have collected more than 700 solutions for all the disabilities
Okay.
under one roof, which is called Enable Mart. Like we like for the normal terms, like you can say it's Amazon for persons with disability, or Amazon for inclusivity.
Awesome. Awesome.
So we work for a lot of other disabilities now. We have the disability experts with us as an advisor, as a team members, or a lot of other things. And this is how we started.
So Advait Singh has a question. So he's saying, can you talk about any specific collaborations or partnerships that have helped you, that is TorchIT, in its mission?
I can say TorchIT is running because of the partnerships. Because TorchIT can't do alone anything in this sector. Or I think no one can do in this disability without the partnerships. So you have to do a partnership with the government, research institutes, NGOs, schools, corporates, Rotary clubs, or the with this philanthropic clubs, international organizations. So like I can give you thousands of examples, but simple example with IIT Madras. They have created a very good product for the note taking of visual impaired. We acquired that product. We bought that patents, and we manufacture like thousands of people who need our device, but they cannot afford it. Even though our products are super affordable, apart from that, like people cannot afford, like some people, like 90% population with disability coming from a low income group.
Um, Yeah.
So even though our products are super affordable, they cannot afford it. So we partner with the corporates, like to reach out to them and provide proper training, assistance in the device to them.
Correct.
So this is what of course partners, thousands of partners,
Thousands
hundreds
of-
of partners.
So your company is built on four key A's, if I may call it. So awareness, availability, affordability, and accessibility. Right. I mean, those are the four aces, if I may use the word, on
Yeah.
which your company has it does everything that you do, right? I mean, if I'm not wrong. I mean,
Yeah. So actually, there is a motto after shifted after the this enable mart.
okay,
So we got to know bigger picture. Like you only used to work with our own products and our own visual impaired community.
right,
Then people are asking about other products and other things. Then we thought like people doesn't aware about this kind of products. They're inquiring about the wrong products which are outdated. And we are in the field, so it's our duty to make them aware.
correct.
this is what awareness, like people with disability or the family of or the nears and dears of them doesn't know the solutions available. So this is our duty to make them aware. And if they are aware, the main another issue is the availability is the issue. So products, majorly these products are available in the West or the US and the Europe countries, developed countries, I can say. But those are not accessible from India, or even their families, or if some like 10% who afford, they buy from the uh, those countries and they cannot access here. The service centers are not there, training is not there.
Correct.
They have access, but they when they hear the price, then they cannot afford it.
Correct.
The price is around five. Simple example, like the AI glasses price is around $4,000, and in four
Oh,
thousand you can get a 4 to 5 iPhones.
correct.
And in this same 4,000, you're getting a simple AI glasses. So even a person who can afford, they cannot afford this $4,000 AI glasses, right?
Correct.
So this awareness, availability, affordability, and accessibility is four key areas
Well,
where we are aligning our vision, mission, and everything. So whatever partnerships we do, whatever uh, products we make, whatever products we onboard, whatever services we provide around this thing only. Like from last 1.5 year, we are focusing on this, sir.
so, tell me, I mean, in a different sort of way, is your mission overall to, create a world which is equal? I mean, equal in the sense people who are, normal, I mean, or people who don't have a disability and people who have disability living together. I mean, is that a longer term goal for you?
So, I cannot say like
Or at
more.
least moving towards it?
Exactly. I'm coming to your point. So like it's completely right that we are trying to make a society where everyone has equal opportunity in every aspect, whether it's education, health, transportation, employability, dignity. So
Right.
it is their right. So we are just becoming a bridge to provide this assistive solutions so they can live a life with more independence. And
And how much do you think you've been able to? I mean, I know you started only recently, but how much, in your view, have you progressed in that direction?
so there are two things that like if you compare in India as a market, India as a ground, then there are around 45 million who are considered to be a persons with disability.
Okay.
45, 4 crore. And in the world, there are around more than 500 million who are
Okay.
persons with disability. According to WHO, it's a billion population, but there are around 500. So 1/10 or 1/7 population lives in India having a disability. Coming to the point, so like we need hundreds and thousands of tortured to make this society equitable, because any biggest company, like say example, biggest company Reliance or any other company Tata, is just solving a problem of India or nearby countries. So we need hundreds of Reliance or tens of Reliance to solve a petroleum problem for the world. A simple example. So we need thousands and tens of thousands of torches to solve the problem of persons with disability.
Right.
Coming to the point of our scenario, like so far we have impacted more than 500,000 lives,
Okay.
or
That's
I
a
can
lot.
say,
That's a
yeah,
lot.
500,000 families which we have impacted with our solutions. And I'm proud and happy to share that we are one of the most top company who has impacted this kind of impact, not only in India but in Asia. A private company. Apart from that, government is there. Government is doing very good. Government is doing on a larger scale, millions. So our mission is to impact 10 millions by 2030.
10 million by 20. Okay.
Yeah. So this is what the mission which our entire team, our entire partners are aligning.
Excellent. So that was going to be my next question, in terms of what next for you. So you already stated what your goal is, to take it 50 times from where you are right now to be able to impact. And what, in the next 10 years, 5 years?
Yes, 5 years,
5 years.
6 years.
So on that note, Honey, thank you very much for making the time
Yes.
and joining me and sharing what you've done, which is really, really significant in terms of making things accessible for people who otherwise don't find it accessible using technology and making life simpler, better for them. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best in your journey from here on. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for inviting. It's a pleasure to be connected with you.
Thank you.